My friend betrayed me, then came back 10 years later to ask for something I never expected. Back in 12th grade, I made a friend named Amelia. She was popular, had a lot of followers, and to this day, I still don't know why she wanted to be friends with me. Looking back, I sometimes wonder if she only did it to ruin my life. I was always a private person, and I still am. But people often get the wrong idea about quiet people. Being quiet doesn't always mean you're shy. Sometimes it just means you prefer to keep things to yourself. Amelia seemed to take that as an invitation. One day, she called me over to sit with her at lunch. At the time, I was thrilled. I thought it was an amazing opportunity to change my image and finally fit in. Slowly, I started changing myself until I had practically become a copy of her. To be fair, Amelia wasn't always terrible. She held me when I cried, comforted me when I got bad grades, and seemed genuinely caring. I trusted her more than anyone. Maybe I even cared about her a little too much. Then, with one wrong move, she showed me who she really was. During our final exams, Amelia sat confidently at her desk despite having spent the previous night partying at a friend's house. Phones weren't even allowed in school, yet she had somehow smuggled one in and was using a WhatsApp group to find answers. I stared at her. She stared back. There wasn't an ounce of guilt in her eyes. She simply smiled and returned to her work. After the exam, someone must have reported her because she was called to the principal's office. She was suspended, and her reputation was destroyed. Unfortunately, mine was about to be destroyed too. After school, while I was standing by my locker, Amelia came up to me. Mascara ran down her face as she accused me of ruining everything. No matter how much I protested and told her I hadn't reported her, she refused to believe me. What frightened me most wasn't that she was angry. She wasn't yelling. She spoke in a quiet voice, dripping with rage. When she finished, she grabbed my arm and whispered, "You're done for." Months passed. Neither of us spoke to each other again. Then the exam results came out. I remember grabbing my results and feeling like I wanted to jump, scream, and cry all at once. I had scored a 1,590. I kept my face expressionless, folded the paper, and walked away as if it meant nothing. But inside, I was ecstatic. With scores like that, I knew I had a real chance of getting into Stanford on a full scholarship. For a moment, I even considered telling Amelia. Despite everything, part of me still missed our friendship, but it would have been too awkward. Later, when it was time to meet with the principal about university applications, I walked into the office with my parents, and there she was. Amelia sat in a chair with a huge smirk on her face. Then the principal delivered the worst news of my life. Amelia had accused me of cheating, and somehow she had evidence. He explained that with allegations like these, my academic future could be ruined. I couldn't hold it together anymore. For the first time in years, I cried. That's when I realized Amelia had never truly cared about me. She had always been a snake. After Amelia presented her evidence and left looking satisfied, the principal finally told us the truth. The evidence was fake. Every image had been generated by AI, and investigators had discovered watermarks proving it. The principal explained that they had suspected Amelia from the beginning and needed to let the situation play out to expose her completely. People like her, he said, don't stop unless they're caught. Time passed quickly after that. I graduated with a master's degree in computer science and eventually started my own business. Today, my company is recognized globally, and I earn more money than I ever dreamed possible. I never felt the need to show off. I was happy living my life. But life has a strange way of bringing the past back when you least expect it. One day, I was waiting for a delivery when the doorbell rang. I opened the door and found myself staring at a woman who looked strangely familiar. She looked exhausted, desperate, and much older than I remembered. "Hey, remember me?" she asked with an awkward smile. "I'm Amelia, from 12th grade." In an instant, every memory came flooding back. The manipulation, the betrayal, the attempt to destroy my future. She shifted nervously. "I know we had our differences," she said. I glanced at my phone and nodded. "But would you hire me? I know I'm probably not qualified, but I'm an excellent worker." For a moment, I was speechless. The audacity, the complete lack of shame. I looked her directly in the eyes. "We did have our differences," I said calmly. "And after the way you treated me, why would I believe you'd treat anyone else any better? I only hire experts, and more importantly, honest people."